Hey guys, it's me, Evelyn here at IRONICXLOSER, and today we're going to be doing this poster you see in front of you. I titled it the Dongsaeng I've Come to Love with a little hint of a lighter text above the Dongsaeng, which is Sasaeng. I don't have a story for this, I'm sorry. You know me, I just make random posters for those who enjoy. The poster is very fun and different from ones I've done before. It's more about text heavy, like textures, which is, you know, something different for me. They have subtexts as well as I can't believe I fell in love with her, Oppa, I love you. And the bottom text is you can't choose who you fall in love with. And yeah, so you guys will be getting a resource pack, will be in the description box below, which will have all the textures I've used, including the final product of the poster, as you see here, and the PSD to the poster, as well as the coloring PSD that I used, and I'll get into that because I adjusted that PSD as well, and I'll show you guys what I did. So let's get to it. So you're going to go to File, New, and you're going to want to create a new document, and we're going to go ahead and do 500 pixels by 700 pixels, and I titled mine Sehen, just for fun. And let's get started. So first I started off with a gradient background, so I'm going to go to Layer, New Adjustment Layer, or actually New Fill Layer, Gradient. I'm going to go ahead and color this color red, and we're going to do an angle like so, and we're going to have a black to white. Yeah, we're going to change our black to a lighter gray tone like so. Very simple. You click OK and OK. Now next we're going to go ahead and incorporate one of our textures, which is the butterfly, which you see here. You're going to click and move it into the image. Going to close that out. We're going to have it up here. Move it over like so. You're going to grab your eyedropper tool. You're going to select a lighter color that's in the texture using your brush tool, and you're just going to feather it in so that it has a whole color. And we're going to set this to burn, or color burn, like so. And we're going to duplicate the image. So we have something like this here. Next we're going to go ahead and incorporate the girl and Sehen into the image. I didn't resize them. I cut out Sehen myself, and the girl was I cut out the girl myself as well. So I'm going to drag them in like so. The girls look smaller than Sehen, which is fine. We're going to have her underneath, and we're going to bring Sehen up and over to about right here. And the girl we're going to bring over down, and we're going to Control T and tilt her just a smidge like so. Now what I'm going to do is make a new layer above her. I'm going to grab a color that's in my background, just like a light gray, and with the wrong brush tool, about maybe 277 pixels, I'm going to slightly feather it so you can't see her legs. And I'm going to make a new layer above Sehen, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm slightly going to feather that in as well. Next we're going to bring in another texture, which is the diamond one here. And we'll click and drag it into a new tab, pull it over, and we're going to bring this behind Sehen and the girl, and we're going to have it like so. We're going to resize it significantly, so we're going to drag it out so that it's just something like this here. And I'm going to set this to color burn as well. No, not that, maybe soft light, multiply like so. And we're going to grab a color from the bottom of this image here, and we're going to just fill it in like so. And it's too dark, so maybe we'll do normal and fill it in first like so, and then set to multiply. So we have something like this here. And I'm going to lighten that a bit, or I'm going to change the color to that because I don't want it to be too dark, so we're just going to maybe lighten it up because the color is different. So I'm going to try to change up the color a bit. I'm just going to fade it in like so. Oh, wrong one. Blend it in. That seems a lot better. Then multiply. Okay, that's a lot better. Next, we're going to add the 04 texture. We're going to make sure it's above all the other images. We're going to just simply drag it onto the image, and we can resize it from here, lock your chain link, and scale it up so that if it's still a document, like so, let it lie where it stays, and then we're going to set the color burn. So you have something like this here. Next, we're going to drag in our next texture, which is the bird. So I'm going to bring it over in the new tab. Use my move tool. Drag it over to my poster. Close this out. We're going to use the birds like so. I'm going to set it to multiply so you can see where it lays. And we're going to do something like this. It probably won't be identical to my other poster, but we'll do something like this. We'll tilt it a smidge. I want to do something like that there. Click OK. I'm going to add a layer mask, so click your layer mask box down here, or you can go to layer mask, reveal all. Use black, and I'm going to delete whatever is over Sam's face. So I'm just use black and delete, and I'm going to leave the rest here. I know my other poster doesn't have them all there. It has more like that one there, that one there, that one there. So we'll move it down. So be like something like this here, which is good. I think I resized it a little bit, so we'll resize it just a smidge. Move it up like so. And then I'll just erase this one here and this one here. So I have something like this. Now we're going to add the last texture, which is the bulb texture. I'm going to click and drag, well, not the last, second to last. Click and drag one up and over, and we're going to resize this a lot. So we're going to lock the chain link and scale it down so that it matches the image, like so. We're going to set this to screen. And we're going to erase what is over. Well, so I think I resized it a lot more. So we'll just scale it down a little bit more. Like that. That looks good. We're going to erase what's over the girl and Sam. We just mostly want the baby texture. So add a layer mask, grabbing, move around brush tool. We're going to go ahead and just delete what's this part here and over here. We're going to leave little bits that are still out here. We just want to erase what's overlapping them, like so. Just a little fix up here. And that looks good. Now we're going to get our last texture, which is our light leak texture, right here. I'm going to click and I'm going to drag it straight on my image and resize it. Or better yet, I'd rather not. I would rather open it in its full form or full size. And click and drag it, and it's going to be right about here. I'm going to normal, set it to screen. So we're going to set it to lighten first. And then we're going to set it to a purple color. So image adjustments. In saturation, and we're going to just shift it to get a dark or purple tone, so that here, and bring the saturation back and the darkness. We have a light purple tint, like so. Now it's time for the coloring. So what I did was I used this PSD by Marine 95, and what I did was the yellow, I go ahead and hide all the colorings but the yellow texture or the yellow color, and I color all yellow. And then what I do is I went to image adjustments, hue and saturation, and I made saturation down and I lightened it to a light gray. Then I brought the coloring back like so, and I went ahead and dragged it over to my image, like so, and I stretched out the texture, so we're going to go ahead and move that here, Control T. So we're going to just make sure it fits the whole image, so I always resize it to outside the guides, like so. Click OK. We're going to open up our group because of course you can't see nothing, and we're going to click on the gray, and we're going to set the normal to multiply, and we have this coloring that you see here. So now that that's done, the next thing we're going to do is the text. So I'm going to open my PSD for that because I forgot what font I used. So I'm going to go to File, Open, and we're going to click my PSD. And so this here, we're going to go ahead, and the title text I used was, it's called Ingrata Ital, it's slanted, I can't say eyes. But yeah, so what I did was I typed in Dongsaeng first, so we'll do that first. So we'll click and we'll go Dongsaeng and we put it over here, like so. And what I did, as I made a new layer underneath my text, I grabbed a light color, like a whitish color, and I just grabbed a round brush tool and I kind of just swished it across like this here, and lower the opacity so that my font would stand out more and the background wouldn't be mixed in. And after Dongsaeng, I typed in Sasaeng, Sasaeng, and I matched up the NGs, the lettering, so I'm going to say OK using my move tool, and I matched up the text. And then I just used my move tool, V on the keyboard, holding shift and my arrow key up, and tabbed it up until I got right here, and then I lowered the opacity to about maybe 30%. Then I went ahead and used the same font, typed in the, changed my font size to about 30 pixels, or maybe it was 36 pixels, or 48, I'm not sure, and I put it right here. Let me see what font size I used. 48 pixels. So I say the, and then underneath I put I come to love, or no love, just I come to. I'll put it over here, match it up to the lines almost, and then I clicked on Dongsaeng word first, and then I typed in love, and control and select it all, and then I moved it over to match it up, like so. And I used a pink color from her lips, so I'm going to click the black while my love texture is selected. Love text is selected, and I click the pink from her lips to have it blend in, and I double clicked on love to start the styles FX, and I added the inner shadow, distance at 0. I pulled in the scale size to about 15, changed the multiply to soft light, then I added a drop shadow, 0, and I changed the color to her lips again, more tone like so. I'm going to copy this color so I can change my text color to that color, like so. So after that's done, I did my subtext, which the font I used was Alien League. So I grouped my text after I was done with it. So I clicked Dongsaeng, scrolled up, clicked the last word, highlighted them while holding control, and then on the keyboard press Control and G to group them, and I put title. And then I made a new layer, and I typed in Alien League. Or you can simply just, if you have the PSD open, you can just click on that text there and then go in your text, highlight that, Control C to copy. Then you're over here, click it, and it'll be pasted, and then you're going to type in your subtext, which is, I can't believe I've fallen for her, so I can't believe I've fallen for her, exclamation point, and then quotations, and we're going to have it up here. I'm going to select all the text, so Control A, and then you can change the color to whatever you want. I'm going to use a darkish brown, grayish tone, like that. Control A to select all the canvas after you say yes to your text. And then behind keyboard for move tools, and you just want to center it with the document so that it's centered, like so. Deselect. And then the next one, press T again. We're going to go and put quotations, Oppa, I love you. So we're going to bring this over here so that it matches up with this, at least, the words. And we're going to make this all pink. So. And then lastly, we're going to, down here, we're going to click the same color text here. And we're going to type in our last thing, so you can't choose who you fall in love with. So I'm going to go ahead and go, you can't choose who you fall in love with. And then what I did is I spaced it a bit. You can press tab or whatever. And I'm going to change the word love, because I didn't do some other one from my computer color. And click OK, and OK. And this is what we have. So next, you're going to do save it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to File, and Save As. And simply we're going to save it PNG. And then this is the poster. I'm not going to save over my final because there's no point, so I'm just going to go Tutorial Final. Poster, and click Save. And click OK. And now that it's saved, we're going to close them out. And then we're going to sharpen it. So I like to close my images after I save them, just for safety reasons, because I don't want to mess up on my PCs or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and open this one here. I like to duplicate it, and then go to Filter, Sharpen, Smart Sharpen, and I like to do a simple sharpen. Now if your image is grainy, you can simply do a topaz clean, but if you don't have topaz clean, you can go to Filter, Blur, Surface Blur, and we're going to surface blur our image. We're not going to make it too big, so we're going to do about 5 pixels by 10, like so, and I'll show the difference if I zoom in. Before surface blur, after surface blur, it kind of just blurs your image. Then you can go to Filter, Sharpen, Smart Sharpen. And I use my simplest sharpen, which is amount is 500% and radius is at 0.2. And I click OK, and then I just right click on the bottom layer and flatten image, and then save it again, File, Save, and it will do the saving. And your final result is right here. So if you guys liked the tutorial, don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook. Leave questions on Facebook if you want, or request tutorials. I'll do my best to fulfill every request that is given. And yeah, I hope you guys once again like this tutorial. Again, thumbs it up if you do, comment the video, download the resource pack in the description box below. And any questions, just go ahead and ask me, and I'll do my best to answer them. Bye guys.